In Chapter 30, Mine for the Taking, the party sans Beezaura rendezvous with their guide Wangami, a shape-shifting druid who is tasked with escorting them through the abandoned mines.
This mine was abandoned a while ago and was unsuccessful and barren, as it were.
Oh, and you haven't seen anything travel in or out since you've been...
No. But again, I have not been here for a while, so there may be surprises as always. But life always brings surprises, does it not?
That it does.
That's what makes life life.
Surprise number 1 occurs immediately when one of the first chambers reveals a sleeping basilisk. As the party tries to quietly sneak by, Wangami wakes the monstrosity when he drops a mirror and it shatters on the ground.
And the basilisk... I need everybody to roll initiative.
After killing the basilisk, Wangami apologizes, explaining that he dropped the mirror by accident. The group moves forward and encounters surprise number 2, a room where some fire newts had taken up residence. Wangami advises the party.
It's not a big deal. Fire newts are easily frightened. If someone were to, perhaps you know, quite big and but you are wounded.
Whack them?
So, no, whack them.
Scare them.
Scare them, yeah.
Okay.
You're
like
wounded, you
scream and shout.
Yes.
Alright, so who can make the loudest noise, I suppose?
It could be pretty noisy.
You're pretty loud.
Channeling her frustration for Wangami, Safira charges into the room screaming, hoping the newts will flee. They do not.
And they blow a little bit of fire. Make initiative rolls for me.
They didn't run. They're still here.
As combat nears its end, Safira, having lost all trust in Wangami, stabs him with an arrow.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Either you're an imbecile or you're trying to kill us. Which one is it?
I'm in between them, like holding.
I am not trying to get you killed. I am trying to get you safe through.
Then and you're useless to us. What the fuck is going on?
Take your own way. Find your own way through this mine if you wish. These newts surprised me, and I did not expect that reaction. They do not act like newts, fire newts I've ever seen.
Jillian intervenes and cautions Safira to control her temper.
If you ever stab another one of my guides without my say-so, yes, we'll be leaving your corpse on the ground. Is that understood?
Next time, maybe you should get a more useful guide.
You realize that the number of people who know their way through the Shaki Mountains is approaching 0.
I do, and you realize that he's a fucking liar, don't you?
Liars can still get you through the mines.
Jillian presses Wangami for the truth, and he confesses that Black Lion barbarians have kidnapped his parents and will only return them unharmed if the mine is cleared of any threats, which is surprise number 3.
I don't see how we trust a word that he says.
No, that makes sense, Safira.
Sure, it makes sense, but how useful are you to us now? Now what you've done is used us to do the Black Lion's bidding.
Wangami, needing the party's help, also admits that some unknown people have recently made camp in a room up ahead, surprise number 4, scavengers or bandits that must be removed if he ever wants to see his parents again.
So what, we talk to them?
Tell them that the Black Lions are coming for them.
I don't see why we need to attack them in the first place. We can probably scare them off by saying the Black Lions are coming.
I like that idea.
All
I agree
right.
with her, but she stabbed me.
As Graven tries to convince these strangers to leave the mines immediately, they reveal their reason for being there in the first place.
We found out that this mine might have some mithril in it. That it went unnoticed until this point. You're not here for the same reason.
No, we are only trying to pass through.
If the Black Lions come, so be it.
You will die.
In the end, Graven persuades the men to leave the mines at dawn, and Wangami, pleased with this result, escorts our friends to the now opened exit.
I assume that Beezaura and Cinnaberg have stationed themselves somewhere where they cannot be seen. Didn't want to be out in the open, I imagine. Let's take it slow and see if we can find them.
I wish you good luck in your endeavors.
Wangami changes into a rat and scurries off, leaving our friends to think...
It occurs to me that the
Good rat.
pickaxes we found may have been his.
Yes, absolutely.
I would hazard that his parents are not kidnapped at all and he just wants a bunch of mithril.
Well, I hope he uses it in good health.
Well, a rich dwarf is not my concern at the moment.
Yep.
Happy to remove themselves from the situation, our friends shrug off the promise of riches and head toward open air.
And the opening of the sort of ventilation gets closer and closer, and the light starts to pour in a little bit, and that's where we're gonna end.
Oh my god! So, what was
Thank you so much for
How
joining.
much longer until our friends reach the Shaki Mountains? Did Beezaura enjoy her peaceful stroll with her fellow halfling? Will our friends be surprised once again months from now when Wangami is the richest dwarf in Antisuyu? Find out next time on Tabletop Notch.